And we are underway in what is no doubt the biggest game in French football, a rivalry that's seen it all over the years, but perhaps has never before taken place in such a peculiar context for one of these teams. That team is Marseille, a point more than Paris in the standings, but a club in crisis since Monday, as Paris launched an attack immediately. Barely 30 seconds on the clock, Hernandez with a cross that Pau Lopez confidently allowed to float. Hakimi goes for goal, it's a lovely goal! Achraf Hakimi with a blinder of a free kick on the score sheet for the second time this week, but how about that? Seven minutes on the clock. Achraf Hakimi opens the scoring in Le Classique. He could have barely placed that one any better. What a hit. Pau Lopez flung himself to his left, but he had absolutely no chance. That is a... Mbappé is born in Bondy, the northern suburb of Paris. Chance here for Marseille, perhaps. Klaus. How's the delivery? It's brilliant. Vitinha! I think that was tipped over by Donnarumma. Lovely ball to start things off. Excellent cross from Jonathan Klaus. Vitinha really should be scoring there. It's off the top of the crossbar. The possession stats only growing in favour of Paris Saint-Germain. Now gone beyond the 80% mark as Barcola steps inside Klaus and finds Hakimi. Takes another go, Hakimi, it's off the post. It's followed up by Randall Colomboigny. Colomboigny, the striker's instincts, following up yet another brilliant effort from Achraf Hakimi that came bouncing back off the post. Pau Lopez knew very little of where that ball was, and by the time he'd realised that it was just to his left, Randall Colomboigny pounced, and Paris Saint-Germain... Here's Ousmane Dembele, early ball in, it's a brilliant header from Gonzalo Ramos. 3-0, so early on in the second half. For Paris in the first half, Gonzalo Ramos has gone and done the same. And that is an excellent diving header, flinging himself in front of Chancel Mbemba and directing it absolutely perfectly beyond Pau Lopez. It's Paris Saint-Germain 3, Marseille 0. Free kick Marseille, whipped in by Renan Lodi, headed away by the second half substitute Danilo Pereira. Off goes Randall Colomboigny, fantastic pace, he's got Ramos in the middle, he's found Gonzalo Ramos, chance for four, Gonzalo Ramos tucks it away. And there is the cherry on the cake for Paris Saint-Germain. Gonzalo Ramos is second, set up by Colomboigny. And this has been a perfect evening for them. Stemmed from the Marseille free kick. Brilliant pace shown there by Randall Colomboigny, leaving Jordan Veretout in his wake. Gonzalo Ramos had done brilliantly to lose all Marseille players in the middle. And then he tucked it away nicely too as Pau Lopez advanced quickly, just lifting it over the Spanish goalkeeper's left leg. And it's PSG 4, Marseille 0. Full time. Paris Saint-Germain win Le Classique by 4-0. An absolute show of force from Luis Enrique's men, dominant from start to finish. Possession.